Magomed Umalatov is 1 year older than Nayib López, who is the taller fighter here at 6'3", but the reach advantage on the arm very slightly in favor of the Russian Magomed Umalatov. Both men with a 43-inch measurement on the leg. Andy Shepard, if you would.
The following is a PFL regular season contest in the welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a wrestling specialist and stands 6 feet 3 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 170 pounds. He holds a perfect professional record of 16 wins and not a single loss. Fighting out of Atizapán de Zaragoza, Mexico, Cachorro Nayib López. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He is a wrestling specialist and stands 6 feet 1 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 170.5 pounds. He also holds an undefeated record of 13 victories and no defeats. Fighting out of Dagestan, Russia, Prince Magomed Umalatov. Your referee in charge, Gary Copeland.
Gary Copeland will monitor the affairs of the Smart Cage tonight. He's got the ref cam on. Nayib López in the gray, Magomed Umalatov in the blue shorts.
López waiting for his timing to try to level change. Umalatov landing early.
Just crazy explosive power from Magomed Umalatov has been on display in most of his fights. López grabs his clinch, that's where he wanted to fight. Umalatov told us he wouldn't be shy about putting his own grappling skills on display.
Umalatov reminds me a little bit of a young Chuck Liddell, the way he throws those long levers. He has those long punches and that unique ability to catch you right on the end of that. That body shot hurt.
Yeah, it did.
López is hurting.
López on the retreat here as Magomed Umalatov pours it on. And now López tries to battle back.
And this is what López wants. He wants to try to make it a dogfight. He doesn't want to trade too much with Umalatov, though.
Umalatov's gauze is hanging out already. The thumb loop has come off. He may eventually have to stop the fight momentarily to cut that off.
An uppercut just missed from Magomed Umalatov on the exit.
Umalatov trying to feint his way in, trying to set up that right hand. López lands a jab.
Shot from way too far out here. Umalatov just front headlock position.
Umalatov can either attack with a front choke or maybe go to the back of López.
Umalatov might try that anaconda. He looks like he can slide in. Oh.
Steady
Take his back.
Tight waist and drag López down. Flatten his hips out on the mat.
And he's got that cross wrist. He's going to rain down punches with his right hand.
López trying to belly back out and build a base here. Successfully does so. And here come the punches from the top. Magomed Umalatov. There's Carlos Real, who's already clinched his playoff position, watching on from backstage. López tying up the hands of Magomed Umalatov here.
He can set up an arm triangle here.
He's got it. He's got it deep.
Here comes the squeeze
López is
from
in big
Magomed
trouble here.
Umalatov. Nayib López trying to buy himself a little space.
Very, very tight.
He's a little high. The shoulder's a little high. He can still finish if he gets a little bit lower.
Clear the legs and slide out and get flatter.
The shoulder's just a little bit too high. Now he's getting a better angle. But that shoulder is running into the jaw of López. That's why he's not able to get the best bite on that carotid artery there.
He's trying to clear that right leg. If he can clear that right leg, he can slide into a better position. He ends up giving it up.
López survives that first attempt. We told you he was going to be a tough out for anybody in this division. López with just over 90 seconds to try and make something happen. It's been all Magomed Umalatov so far in round one.
Yeah, López doing a good job of surviving in that very tough spot. Now eating some big shots from this turtle position. Umalatov is smashing away. It looks like he's about to drop there.
Nayib López trying to scramble back to his feet. Just can't take too many more of those. And now the hammer fist come down. Copeland watching on very closely. López trying to tie up the hands.
These are massive shots here. López is showing so much heart. Fights his way to his feet.
All the way back to his feet. Nayib López refuses to go away, but he's unsteady.
He's got no legs under him. López, big knee misses.
Nayib López puts Magomed Umalatov to the mat. He is still off balance.
Yeah, he is still hurt, Sean. No question about it. Man,
there is no quit in Nayib López. Clinging doggedly to that leg. Once again, drags Magomed Umalatov down.
What a display of heart.
Wow. Umalatov with the low single to get out from underneath López, get back to his feet. López hanging on to him like a rat on a Cheeto, not letting it go.
And this is where, if you're in Umalatov's spot, you're asking yourself, what do I need to do to finish this guy? An absolute zombie is Nayib López.
Final 10 seconds. López appears to have shaken all the cobwebs out. Second frame to come on PFL.
Back up.
Umalatov went back to the corner and heaved a couple of huge, deep breaths. Nayib López hanging around. Umalatov in the blue trunks. López in the gray. Chance of López raining down from the Atlanta crowd.
López just trying to wait for that right hand. Looks like Umalatov trying to do the same thing.
It's a small victory for López to see Magomed Umalatov even hesitating this much. I mean, it's often one-way traffic in his fights. He fights with such poise and such confidence. Dan Hardy, what do you think of that first round?
Well, I mean, you know, it's a clear win for Umalatov in that first round, but the moral victory, of course, is on López's side. And now we're seeing Umalatov take his time. He's gassed a bit. There was probably an adrenaline rush there because he must have felt like that fight was finished almost with the arm triangle and with the ground and pound. What emotions is he going through right now?
Over a minute gone here in the second round. Both fighters showing a lot of respect. Not much action so far here in this frame. And now López steps in to engage. Missed on those final two punches, though.
López came into this fight very humble. Says he comes from a small team, a small town. Said there's more pressure on Umalatov heading into this one. Didn't like some of the things that Umalatov was saying leading up to this fight. Umalatov said he was going to finish him early, going to get a knockout, but López not going away.
It's absolutely the first time we've seen Umalatov hesitant at all.
Yeah.
López potentially building confidence as Umalatov wanes a little bit, but that right hand landed for Magomed Umalatov. Left hook snuck through for López.
López is feinted with those level changes, then coming up with an uppercut and a hook. And I think the time is now for López to start to shoot. When Umalatov starts to get close to the cage, that's where López can hit those takedowns. That's where he does his best work, up against the cage. There's some nice shots to the body from López.
Oh, knee landed. Magomed Umalatov right up the middle. They swing away again. Swelling developing around both eyes of Nayib López here.
Umalatov's landing some shots, but López is definitely getting his licks in as well.
López keeps ducking his head to dodge that right hand, and that's what set up that knee. Umalatov seeing the pattern.
López's striking is pretty unorthodox. I mean, he's landed some stiff jabs. Now Umalatov goes to the low calf kick. but it's confusing some of the attacks of Magomed Umalatov.
I mean, Umalatov has definitely slowed down significantly now.
Brett Okamoto, what do you have from the corners?
Yeah, coming from Umalatov's corner. This is the type of fight that Diego Lopez is needed, you know, overcome some adversity early on and then put some pressure on Umalatov. They're just telling him, hey, calm down. Calm down. Pick your shots. Don't get in a hurry trying to put this guy away because he hasn't gone away. Pick your shots, be smart, and calm down. Get this fight back to where you want it.
1 minute left in round number 2. An exchange there.
Starting to see a little pep in Umalatov's step now. He's bouncing a little bit more.
Well, this has been a very close round. I mean, it could go either way. I mean, Umalatov has slowed down a lot. Definitely doesn't have that same pop in his strikes.
You can see the live odds still heavily in Magomed Umalatov's favor, but they started it over minus 1250. Now it's Umalatov.
Beautiful double leg. Kept his feet moving, drove right through.
Great timing on it, shows great awareness. Potentially stealing the round, making it more definitive as the final seconds tick away. And round 3 is next. Still set to fight later on tonight. Right now, Nayib López and Magomed Umalatov with a show respect open. Round number 3. Umalatov in the blue, Nayib López in the gray. AI score gives round 2 to Magomed Umalatov by a narrower margin than we saw in round number 1. Dan Hardy, what do you think?
You know, I think Umalatov's taken 2 rounds. Of course, the first round, you've got to give it a 10-8. But then the second round, you know, he was a lot flatter. You can see Lopez kind of finding his way into the fight a little bit, but his volume's just not there to take that second round. I mean, he's got to get a stoppage this round, Lopez, for me, if he wants to win this fight. But the moral victory still is on his side.
I agree, Dan.
Unfortunately for Lopez, moral victories will not get him into the playoffs and keep the $1 million dream alive. So he's going to have to keep his foot on the gas pedal here, but you got to do it the right way against someone as dangerous as Magomed Umalatov, who punctuates the point with a right hand.
That was a nice little hip feint into a nice 1-2 from Umalatov.
Yeah, it was a short jab followed by a big right hand that landed right on the money. Tell you what, no questioning the heart of Lopez. He's got an amazing heart.
And there's a reason this guy is undefeated at 16-0. Umalatov 13-0. One of these men will experience their first professional loss tonight as they exchange jabs. And now a little uptick in the volume from both guys after I think there was a lot of exhaustion in round 2.
Wow, beautiful wheel kick there. Yeah, missed with it. But this is one of those fights either way for Umalatov where he's going to learn so much. You can gain about 3 fights of experience in this one.
Saw we see backstage, last year's welterweight champion. Feels like he's the man to beat. We'll see him in the co-main event against Shane Mitchell.
Tell you what, this is the most human we've ever seen Umalatov. Never seen him slow down, never seen him even question it. And the fact that he ran out of gas after that first round is really interesting.
That was a nice left hook by Lopez, back to Umalatov up.
Nayib López has that flat-footed style, almost dares you to come in and engage with him. Slap and kick from Magomed Umalatov here, halfway through round number 3.
Oh, good. Watch your groin.
Now Umalatov with the level change, scoops up the legs and dumps Nayib López to his back, right into side control.
Umalatov told us, you may see some of my wrestling in this fight, and he's using it here against Lopez. Excellent timing, lured him in.
2 textbook level changes in double legs in the second and third round.
field kicks.
Umalatov working inside the guard here of López, who's trying to tie up those arms with the overhooks.
Now stepping over into half guard. Umalatov trying to posture up. And López doing a good job of trying to get to a sitting guard where he can get back to his feet or maybe elevate the position of Umalatov.
Umalatov's posting up off of the mat instead of off of his opponent on the bottom. Get you into real trouble putting your hands on the mat in that fashion.
Umalatov now getting a little bit busier with his ground and pound, attacking the body and head.
Nayib López is talking to Magomed Umalatov. I do believe there's a language barrier unless Magomed has been shoring up his Spanish without our knowledge.
I mean, López is having a good time out there. This dude is an absolute warrior. Now trying to attack Kimura. Bails on it.
Advance or show me something effective. No elbow.
There's a look through Gary Copeland's ref cam. Magomed Umalatov content to just chip away at Nayib López for these final 10 seconds. López kicks off, tries the up kick, and we'll see the final bell from that position. Go to the judges' scorecards. I don't think we'll get any surprises here, but a great display of heart, especially in that first round by Nayib López.
After 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. The judges scored this bout 30-27, 30-27, 29-27, all for your winner via unanimous decision and clinching his spot in the 2023 PFL playoffs, Magomed Umalatov!